guys so far in camp?
I mean, they've been great. I mean, D-Flow has been a great job. Devon Flournoy, he's been here for a while. He's been awesome. Victor's coming on strong. He's been really good. And he's been really showing improvement in the fact that he's been studying his plays and taking the extra time to watch film and doing all this stuff. And same thing with Darius. I mean, he's learning his plays, and those guys are just doing a great job. And I mean, it's to the point where you feel comfortable when you go in whoever's in there. I mean, obviously Marquise and Nelson have the most experience, and Marquise is a great player. I mean, he's the best player in the country.
Makes sense.
In my opinion, he's the best player in the country, in everything he does. And Nelson's not too far behind, so that's awesome to have. And they go back and forth. And there's some days that Nelson will outplay Marquise, or Marquise will outplay Nelson. It's nice when you have two guys that can come in and have those big play opportunities every time. But at the same time, you see flashes from that from Victor and Darius and D-Flow and guys like that coming in, and especially when George Farm went down and Steven Mitchell. I mean, it was a big loss, but I mean, now these guys are going to have to force a play, and they're going to have to be ready and get ready to come in whenever we need them and actually make some big plays and stuff.
Are you getting to the point where you can give wide receivers advice? Are you still asking Marquise advice?
No, absolutely. I mean, I'll let me and Marquise go back and forth, and you have to have that trust, especially a quarterback. I mean, because if you're not on the same page, then you're not going to get anywhere, and everything's going to be messed up. So all of us are like that. And I live with Nelson too. I mean, me and Nelson are roommates back home. Me, Nelson, and Max Turk live together, and me and Nelson will go out and throw on our own all the time, and we'll throw with them too. We'll come up to the school and throw. But it's nice when I'm there with Nelson. We'll watch film together, go over the playbook and stuff. And Turk's there too, who saves my life plenty of times. So it's nice, but I mean, you have to have that mutual respect, because you can't be too much, I guess, one-sided to where you're kind of yelling at them all the time or he's yelling at you all the time. It has to be back and forth, and you have to communicate, and that'll save a lot of drama, that unnecessary attention if you see a quarterback or receiver going at it. But no, I mean, I feel like we have mutual respect, and I have all the trust in the world.
What about with head coach Kiffin? You feel like you can go to him and say, hey, I'm seeing this, shoot, let's try this?
Yeah, I mean, and he'll ask us all the time, and ultimately, I mean, Coach Kiffin's going to call plays and make the decision, and so is Coach Helton. But I mean, normally we just whoever plays called, and we'll go out and run it, and then if they ask us a question like, what'd you see, what did the safety do, what did the corner do, then we'll tell them, and we kind of go back and forth. But I mean, that's Coach Kiffin's decision. He runs the offense.
Do you feel like he's calling plays that are tailor-made to your skills, or is he calling Kiffin plays?
He's calling plays that'll be the defense right now, and we're scripting plays too. I mean, where some plays you're gonna have to get a bad opportunity and find a running back where the play's not gonna be there. There's gonna be plays where someone's not open and you're gonna have to run or something, or you're gonna have a wide open pass, and he's trying to see how we react to it and how we handle it. But I mean, we're not really scripting against our defense every day to where we win every time. We're going out there and improving each other.
You have to start figuring out where one of those big hands is going to be on that pass rush if it's Leonard.
Yeah, no, seriously. Our D-line is awesome. Leonard's just, you look at him, he's just a monster. He's so big and so just physically gifted, and so is DK and George Uko and guys like that. I mean, Morgan, all four of them, I mean, when they're in, they're just amazing. And then you throw Antoine Woods in there and all these other guys that are coming in. Our D-line, I feel like it is very strong, and they're very well. And you saw it last year with, Leonard being a freshman All-American, and DK, obviously had that season-ending injury last year. But this year he's come back just as strong, and it doesn't look like he's took any time out. And it's awesome to see that. But it only improves us. When you have that time clock in your head, and you know that your D-line is going to be on you if you don't five-step hitch and ball out. If you take time, it's going to be a sack. And there may be some games that you have more time than that, but we're getting put in the worst position right now going against the best D-line. But our offensive line has done a great job. They've been holding them. They've been doing a great job, and they're going back and forth. And our offensive line, Marcus is just running those guys awesome. I couldn't ask for more than right now.
You seem to be handling the pressure up in the middle of your face a little bit better than Whittick. Are you comfortable? Do you feel like your game is suited to deliver passes with pressure all around?
That's any level of football. You're going to have guys in your face all the time, and you have to throw them in the worst position. Sometimes you have to throw off your back foot or throw off the side or sidearm it, and you have to be capable to do that. And there's going to be some plays. There's going to be busted assignments on the O-line, or the D-line's going to get through some. There's going to be mistakes, and it's not completely their job to get the ball off. The O-line, it's our job. We're going to set up, and we have to give them. Obviously, a time clock in our head to where we're not holding the ball forever. Because then, if it's a sack, then that's on us. No, I'm used to throwing someone in your face.
Do you want this position battle over right now? Does it bother you that it's probably going to go to the wire?
No, I'm not worried about it. I just want to keep competing and keep working as hard as I can. And whenever Kiffin makes a decision, he does. But I'm going to put everything I can on tape and work as hard as I can and just state my case, I guess.
How do you?
Yeah, I'm having a blast. I'm loving it. It's football, man. I put the competition aside, all the stress and everything like that. I just have fun. I've been doing what I love, and that's kind of what I told myself. Once football is not fun for me anymore, that's the day I'll stop playing.
What do you think your strength is right now? Is it the progression, reading the defense, making sure that you have ball security?
Yeah, I think just managing the offense too is my biggest thing, and making the right reads. And since I've been in the system, for 3 years now, it's nice to be able to come in and know what's going to happen while you're playing, know where your read is, know your outlet is, and know which guy's running which route, and know the timing within. But at the same time, being able to manage the offense and stepping in the huddle and feeling in complete control and feeling like you're running the offense and managing the offense. And I think that's the biggest part of my game right now too is just being accurate and moving the ball down the field, managing the game and not trying to force things. But at the same time, having fun doing it. I'm enjoying it.
What do you think you need to improve on?
Everything. There's always stuff to improve on, and definitely just keep watching film and keep working here, but at the same time starting to get prepared for Hawaii. Because obviously, that's going to be the first game. We're not going to. The games between our team, the inter-squad games, aren't going to go on the win-loss record.
Right.
But we're still going to prepare for that. But just watch as much film I can and just keep on the little details, And, my coach from high school used to always say, the good guys work hard, the great guys work on the small stuff. They work really hard on the small things.
Give me an example of small stuff.
Just stuff that you come out one day, maybe your 3-step drops off, or your foot's off a little bit, or when you do a drop, you're sideways, or you come out and miss a read and you go in and watch film for an hour on that. Just same players, same thing, so it doesn't happen again. The stuff that no one sees. People see how you're throwing routes and throwing guys, but stuff behind the scenes that no one sees, and the little things when no one's watching that makes a difference. And no one knew you did it, but you did it yourself, and it's made you better as a player.
Still pretty early into camp, but a couple of new additions both on the coaching staff and in terms of players. How do you think that things are developing overall?
It's great. I'm completely confident in our team right now. It's great to have guys like that, like guys on defense, guys on offense that are coming out here and working so hard. And Coach Pendergrass is doing a great job with the defense, and they're working hard and they're making it tough on us every day. But I love it like that, and it's awesome. But the offense also. Coach Helton's been doing a lot more of the scripts and play calling and stuff, being the offense coordinator. And then Coach Kevin's going to play still. But I think it's more of us. How we handle it. And there's going to be coaching changes everywhere, no matter where you play. There's always going to be coaching changes and stuff like that. But it's how well you manage the scheme when they come in with or the new plays. And Coach Pendergrass coming in the spring and teaching those guys that defense. They're just awesome at it right now, and they're confusing us all the time. But at the same time, we go back and forth. So I'm having a blast.
Obviously, you're taking camp day by day and working hard, but are you excited? Are you anxious to have the starting quarterback announced and to get started with the season?
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be, the decision's going to be made whenever Kiffin feels ready, obviously. But I'm excited for the opportunity that's at hand right now. And if I do get it, I'm going to take it and run with it. I'm just going to keep working as hard as I can. And I'm not going to settle. Some people say, no, the biggest thing is the quarterback battle, but it's not. Whoever wins the job, it's just beginning. It's not even people act like, oh, it's over. You won the battle, good job. No, not at all. You can come out and play bad for the next week, and then all of a sudden you're sitting on the bench. So I'm not taking this as, oh yeah, I made it, I did it. If I do win the job, I'm taking it as like, all right, now it's really time to work, and it's time to keep working and getting better, and prepare for the season, because that's the biggest thing. It's not going to count on win-loss record. Whoever wins the quarterback job, and that's how I'm taking. I'm obviously, it's a big deal to me, and I care much about it. But if I win it, then it's not like, all right, I did what I wanted to do. It's not it at all. What I want to do is go on and lead this team and have a great season.
All right, thank you for your time. Appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
Thank you, guys.
What receiver not named Lee or Aguilar is your favorite target right now at this point?
I can't say. I don't know. All of them. It doesn't matter. You put any of them in, then they're all going to succeed.